Hi children, in previous class we have started our third lesson, School Breaks Up, and in this lesson Swaminathan, he is the main character in this story, and it was the he had Kamal exam, and it was the last day of his examination, and before 20 minutes he came out of the examination hall, and still his friends are inside the examination hall, and he was standing in veranda and he was thinking that I could not have come out, and I should not have come out of the examination hall this much earlier. And he was looking at his friends. By standing outside, he was looking at his friends. His friends, Shankar, he was resting, and Rajam still writing. Mani, he was scratching his chin with the pen, and P, his friend P, was revising his answers. And he found that he wrote his exam, last line he wrote at 4:30. Right, he wrote his exam, last line of his exam he wrote at 4:30, and he was thinking that this exam will go till 5 o'clock. Right, he came earlier outside, right? Okay, let us start from here. The sixth answer was the best of the lot. It took only a minute to answer it. The question was, what moral do you infer from the story of the Brahmin and the tiger? And the sixth question, he found the sixth question is very easy, because the question was, what moral do you infer the story of the Brahmin and the tiger? See, they learned a story in Kamal, Brahmin and the tiger. What was the moral of that story? That was the sixth question, and he found it was easy question. It was one of the easiest question. See, in bracket there is the summary of the story. A Brahmin is passing along the edge of a pond. A tiger hails him from the other bank and offers him a gold bangle. The Brahmin at first declines the offer, but when the tiger protests its innocence and sincerity and insists upon his taking the bangle, he wades through the water before he could hold out his hand for the bangle. He is inside the tiger. See, the story was Brahmin and a tiger, right? See, a Brahmin is passing along the edge of a pond. See, you can see in the picture here, the Brahmin was passing along the edge of a pond, and another side who is standing? A tiger is standing, right? A tiger is standing with a gold bangle. What is there in his hand? A gold bangle is there, right? And this tiger was showing this bangle, and it was calling the Brahmin. But the Brahmin first rejected his offer, tiger's offer. He didn't go first, but this tiger was acting or pretending like innocent, and he is very sincere. By seeing this tiger's innocence, Brahman thought to go to get the bangle. He walked through the water, and he walked through the water, and Before he could hold his hand for the bangle, and he is inside the tiger. He walked through the water to get the bangle, and before getting the bangle, he is inside the tiger. It means tiger ate the Brahman. Then it was the story. Swaminathan had never thought that this story contained a moral, but now he felt that it must have one, since the question paper mentioned it. He took a minute to decide whether the moral was, we must never accept a gold bangle when it is offered by a tiger, or love the gold bangle cost one's life. He saw more logic in the latter and wrote it down. After writing, he had looked at the big hall clock half an hour more. What had he to do for half an hour? But he felt awkward to be the first to go out. See, he thought, actually till now he didn't think that there was a moral in this story. And he was thinking about the moral of the story. He thought two morals. First one is, we must never accept a gold bangle when it is offered by a tiger. He was thinking that we should not take a gold bangle from a tiger. And next one, love of gold bangle costs one's life. Love of gold bangle, it costs one's life. That is the second moral what he thought. Okay, after thinking, he wrote the second one. Okay, second moral, love of gold bangle costs one's life. That moral he wrote in the paper. Later he looked at the big hall clock. There was a clock in the examination hall. He looked at that. Now the time was 4:30. Okay, again half an hour is there. To finish the exam. Means at 5 o'clock only exam will finish, right? What had he to do for half an hour? But he felt awkward to be the first to go out. He was thinking that he had completed the exam. What can I do for half an hour? Half an hour? I want to sit simply in the examination hall. So he decided to go out of the examination hall. He had found it hard to kill time. He had looked wistfully at the veranda outside. If only he could pluck up enough courage to hand in the paper and go out, he would have no more examinations for a long time to come. He could do what he pleased. And he had found it hard to kill time. He had looked wistfully at veranda outside. If only he could pluck up enough courage to hand in the paper and go out, he would have no more examination for a long time to come. He could do what he pleased. And he doesn't want to kill the time, and actually he wanted to go out. He was looking at the veranda, and he had enough courage to give the paper to the teacher, and he wanted to go out of the veranda. And actually it was the last examination, Tamil paper. It was the last examination, and there is no examination for a long time. He had seen the supervisor observing him and had at once pretended to be busy with the answer paper. He saw that the supervisor, in the sense, in exam time, no, in exam hall, who will be there? A teacher will be there, right? He saw that this supervisor, the teacher, is observing him and or seeing him, we can say. Okay, watching him, and had once pretended to be busy with the answer paper, and he was acting like he is busy with the answer paper, acting like something he is writing. He had looked at the clock again, thinking that it must be nearly 5 now. It was only 10 minutes past 4:30. He saw 2 or 3 boys giving up their papers and going out, and felt happy. He briskly folded the paper and wrote on the flap the elaborate inscription Tamil W.S. Swaminathan, First Form, a section, Albert Mission School, Malgudi, South India, Asia. See, he had looked at the clock again. Again he saw the clock. Now 10 more minutes over, and it is he is thinking that it is near to 5 o'clock, and he saw that 3 boys are giving their papers and going outside, and he felt very happy. Why? Because he was waiting. Someone wanted to go outside. He was waiting for that. Then only he want to give the paper. And what did he do? He elaborated the inscription. After writing the exam, no, we will draw something downside, right? Or you write your name or something you do after finishing the examination, or else you write end, right? Okay, he was doing what? He was writing, he wrote Tamil and his name W.S. Swaminathan, First Form, A section. He is studying in first class, right? Albert Mission School, Malagudi, South India, Asia. This much he wrote. This much he was thinking. He was standing and thinking from outside what he had done in the examination hall. Okay, now the bell rang. In twos and 3 boys came out of the hall. What have you written for the last question? Swaminathan asked a classmate. Which? The moral question. Don't you remember what the teacher said in the class? Love of gold cost the Brahmin his life. See, his friends, 2 friends came out of the examination hall, and he was asking to them, what did you write for the, what answer did you write for that moral question? He asked. He told that his friend was asking, don't you remember what teacher said in the class? Teacher said that the moral is love of gold cost the Brahmin his life. Where was gold there? Swaminathan objected. There was only a gold bangle. How much have you written for the question? 1 page, said the classmate. He asked, Swaminathan asked, how much have you written for that answer? He said he wrote 1 page. His classmate said to him, he wrote answer for that question. He wrote 1 page answer. Okay. Swaminathan did not like this answer. He had written only a line. What? You should not have written so much? Swaminathan said that. No, I have written. Why did you write 1 page? I have written only 1 line. Who said? Swaminathan. His friend asked, what? What did you say? Don't you write so much for that answer? A little later, he found Rajam and Shankar. Well, boys, How did you find the paper? How did you find it? Shankar asked. Not bad, Swaminathan said. Again, Shankar asked, how was the paper? Was it easy or not? Swaminathan said, it was okay, not bad. I was afraid of Tamil, said Rajam. Now I think I'm safe. I think I may get passing marks. See, they are having discussion about Tamil paper. Okay, Rajam was saying I was afraid of Tamil paper, but now I feel I will get good marks in Tamil exam. No, certainly more. A class. Shankar said he will get a class. Look here, Swaminathan said. Some fools have written a page for that moral question. I wrote only 3/4 of a page, Rajam said. See, Swaminathan said, see, some fools written one page. Here one boy has written one page for that moral question, right? But what Rajam said, I wrote only 3/4 of a page. Who said? Rajam said. And I only a little more than half, said Shankar, who was an authority on these matters. I too wrote about that length, about half a page, lied Swaminathan as a salve to his conscience and believed it for the moment. See, Swaminathan said, they were saying that, Shankar was saying that, I wrote more than half a page. More than half, right? Here Rajam was saying that he wrote half, 3/4 of the page, and Shankar, one boy, he said that already he wrote one page. Rajam was saying that he wrote 3/4 of a page. Here Shankar was saying that he wrote little more than half. See, everyone wrote something more about that answer for that question. But here Swaminathan wrote only one line, right? See, again what Swaminathan is saying now, he is saying, I too wrote about that length. I too wrote little more than half page, right? He is lying. Swaminathan lied, right? Lied Swaminathan as a salve. In the sense, a substance that you, here you can see the meaning. A substance that you put on a wound to heal or protect it. Okay. For he wanted to save himself, so he said that he wanted to be proud in front of his friends. So he lied. He wrote something more for as that answer. Right. See, he wrote only one line, no? So conscience, in the sense, a guilty feeling about something you have done or failed to do. He had written only one line, so he was feeling guilty. He was feeling shame. So he wanted to be proud in front of his friends. So he lied that he wrote something more as its answer. Right. It was the story. Actually, it is a part of a story, Swami and Friends, by R.K. Narayan. This story is written by R.K. Narayan, and actually it is a long story. Only few part is given here. Means only one part is given here to learn you.